Okay, now today is the 28th of March, and yeah, you might notice that I have the same shirt. I'm trying to, do everything, all these videos together. Hopefully, I can finally finish them. Been really trying to, but haven't been able to. Uh, so yeah, for the 28th, I finally get to try to go downtown to get my ID. I'll just tear everything as best I can. So I got up around 8 and just made a quick breakfast. I'll show a picture of that. It was just 6 eggs. And yeah, I eat 6 eggs at a time usually. Um, Sometimes I eat them for breakfast, sometimes not, for lunch or dinner. Sometimes I only eat dinner. It just depends on how I feel. I ate them now for breakfast because I knew I was gonna be out all day and I didn't want to be too tempted to buying something while I was out. So I got ready, ate breakfast, and I had such a difficult time just trying to leave the house. I had missed the bus twice, so it wasn't until 10 that I actually finally left the house and actually got the bus. And I almost missed the bus for a third time. Uh, so it was just all bad. And so I left and I went to the office because I needed to still get the W-2. It was the last paper I needed second to last. I needed to get my ID. The only other thing I was missing was the social, but my plan was to go to the office, which I did. I got there around 11:20 or so, 11:10, and I didn't. And this is me trying to remember. I took some screenshots of the routes I took, which I may or may not include, and they'll have the more accurate times. Yeah, I tried tracking everything as best I could. Um, and I'll show those pictures at the end of the routes I took. Uh, and so, yeah, got to the office. I was able to get my W-2 finally after like 2 weeks of me calling almost every day asking if I can get it, if it's ready. And I would say, like, I'm going to come this day, and then I don't go. Then they have to throw it away, and then I have to make it again, print it out again. Um, so I appreciate my office um, for the help, not getting upset with me, I guess. Um, so yeah, I got the W-2, and I had looked at the Social Security office on where to go, and I didn't know was for some reason on Thursdays they close at 12, and yeah, so by my luck, the day I can go to try to get my social, they close in just a few more minutes from the time when I got my W-2. And for me, I was getting worried about it because I thought one of the papers I needed to get my ID was my social security card because I needed two forms of ID plus a social plus a photo ID, which I used my old school photo ID from high school. Luckily, I kept it for some reason. I just like to keep it. So luckily I did and didn't throw it away. Um, well, sorry about that. Apparently I ran out of space. It'd be nice when I can finally use the Pixel phone instead of this phone for all the videos. It has so much more space. But for now, I gotta deal with this phone. Which is surprising too. I mean, this phone has 32 gigabytes, 20 something that was free space. So, just I don't know, videos take up so much space. And so as I was saying, so yeah, I was really I was freaking out a little bit at the time. Like I was like I don't know what to do. I kept on looking at the bus stops and looking at the time. If I had to think so much because if I take the bus, I'll get there Well, initially it would have been I get there at 15 minutes before they close, but then I missed the bus. Why did I miss the bus? I was at the bus stop, but the bus just didn't stop. It had like came by and just kept on going. It didn't even stop or ask if I was gonna get on or anything. Usually they like slow down and they'll honk and then you wave at them, either saying like you're gonna get on or for them to go. But no, that one just like went by. So again, my luck. I need to try to get there. It's about to close, and then the bus just leaves me. Um, so missing that bus. Luckily, the bus comes pretty often, like every 10 or 15 minutes. But now, if I get the bus, it won't get there until 11:54, which it closes at 12. And I mean, a lot of places once it's like 11:55, they don't let you in no more. So I don't know how they do it. So I was so worried that I might not make it, and then if I do make it, I get there and they tell me, "Oh, sorry, you can't come in." I don't know why the hell they closed at 12. This is all I was thinking. And as time went by, like every 10 seconds, more and more, I'm just thinking, like, do I really want to just call an Uber or something? Call a taxi, get there as fast as I can. Even with driving, it would take 10 minutes. So I would get there at 11:40. Still risky. I might get there and might tell me I can't go in. So, it was a really, I don't know, hard decision, very important decision that I just couldn't think of what to do. But I ended up just being like, okay, I'm just gonna try to call an Uber. And then when I actually downloaded the Uber app to try to get an Uber, for some reason they didn't take my card. They don't take, I don't know, visas, I guess, because I had other old Visa cards like saved on my account, and all of them said not accepted. So I don't know what was with that. Uh, so I tried any other form of payment with them, PayPal, old credit, old cards that I had, Google Pay, um, everything, I guess. But none of it worked, so I ended up just being like, okay, let me try Lyft instead. But so I did that, and Lyft took the same card that Uber didn't accept. They took it for some reason. I don't know why. So managed to get on Lyft then and call someone, and I'm just there staring at the phone like, hurry up, because the person who accepted the ride or whatever, they were sitting like just 2 blocks down, but they were sitting there for like 3 or 4 minutes just waiting. I don't know why. I guess maybe that's their house and they were just doing something. I guess I thought about like calling them, texting them like, "Hey, are you coming? Hurry up!" Or I thought about even just walking over there. I was like, "Man, I'm just gonna go over there. Yeah, hurry up and get to the downtown." Um, but eventually, yeah. Before I had decided to try to just go walk over there. I did walk across the street to make it faster for them to get to me instead of them having to cross the street to get to me. Um, so I did that, and then when I was getting there across the street, they were pulling up already. Um, so yeah, I took the lift and went to downtown and made it there. Yeah, around 11:40 something. Had to pay $10 just to go there, so was a lot of money to me at least. Just to try to get downtown when I should have been able to get the bus. It was $10 that I didn't have to spend if I knew that for some reason they close early on Thursdays. And also, if I didn't miss the buses from the morning, because then I would have had been there 2 hours earlier instead of uh, being late. Um, so it was just not going good so far. And then I finally get there, and I go in, have to go through the security and everything. and I go inside, and then I have to wait for my number and everything. I took a picture of the little piece of paper they give you with your number on it. I don't know why. Thought about maybe showing it. Maybe I will, or maybe not. It's probably not really important or interesting, but I did anyways. Um, so, yeah, I finally get there from waiting, and it was kind of a long wait too. Actually, it wasn't until 2 that they, around 2, I, that at least that's when I left. It's been a few days, not too good at recalling the exact times, but had, I finally get my appointment where they call my number, and I am talking to the lady, and I show the lady all my stuff that I have, and apparently I can't get my ID because my ID from school, it's not current, so they can't accept it, which makes no sense because I can get my ID with it, but I can't get the social with it. I would think they would both accept it. But yeah, they told me, oh well, they can't accept it, and since I didn't have anything else, no, I couldn't get my social security card. After all, and then but the good thing, I guess, is the lady had looked at my stuff and she told me, but with everything you have, I couldn't get my ID, which I was surprised by because I was like, I thought I needed a social to get my ID, but apparently not. At least the first time I ever did all of this, what I did was the first thing I did was I got my birth certificate, and then with that I went to go get my social, and then with both of those I was able to get my ID. So I thought it was gonna be pretty much the same thing, except um, I had to get extra paperwork, I guess. I don't know. It was a long time ago. That was when I was 18, I think. Yeah, 18. Now I'm 23. And apparently they changed a lot of the laws too. That's why when I got it last time, it was way easier to get it. Now it's way harder. Um, and also, I had a teacher from my school helping me get everything. So I guess through him, it was easier because he had all of his identification forms. Um, I don't know why it was so much easier to get back then, and now it's like so hard. Um, so yeah, already it was being bad luck and difficult to just get to the social security place, and then pay $10 to get there, and when I don't even get to get my social security card, so it was like all for nothing pretty much, which was pretty disappointing. But from there, I went to the Texas ID place, and there, after waiting more and filling out some paperwork, which again, I took a picture of the number card paper they give you, just because, I guess, which I might include after again. Uh, so yeah, there. That one actually was a lot easier, and the people there were actually a lot more nicer, I guess. They seemed a lot. They seemed pretty happy, I guess. Like they're all kind of all the workers were all joking around with each other and talking and everything. And then at the social security place, it seemed so. I don't know. Like the atmosphere is like someone died, so everyone's all sad and gloomy. And then at the ID office, it's all uh, peppy and laughing and everything, which is just, I don't know, something interesting to point out, I guess. At least I think so. Um, so yeah, I finally was able to get the ID there. Um, Showed them all my papers, and they didn't even seem to really look at them. Like I showed them, here's the ID, here's the paper, and The only thing they really looked at was the W-2. Um, my school ID, the lady didn't even really look at it. I think maybe she just glanced at it once and then that's it. I guess they just need to know you have it and not really pay attention. I don't know. Maybe it's bad for me to say this. um, but yeah, so it took like only a few seconds, like a lot of waiting, and then it took only a few seconds for the lady to look all my stuff and be like, okay, here, now take a picture. And so yeah, I took my picture and then did all the, she did whatever on the computer, and then I had to sign the temporary ID that they give you, and then that was pretty much it. And immediately after that, I had went around to some places I had looked up, some temp agencies that were close by, uh, either from just searching them on Google Maps or I had looked at Craigslist beforehand too to see what jobs were available. So from there, I had just went around, going to temp agencies, trying to apply and everything. And yeah, since I didn't have the social, it was a bit difficult, but it turned out actually they accepted um, my birth certificate as the social instead. They wouldn't accept the W-2 though. And for, let's see. Yeah, for that day, I think that's about it. Uh, yeah, I think I'm actually thinking about it. I'm kind of confusing the 28th and 29th together, but that's okay. I'll just, um, as long as I'm explaining everything and saying everything, I think it's fine. And I think I'm gonna stop there for this video. Uh, that was pretty much all the events of the 28th. Just a lot of talking. I hope maybe finally I can finish with all this explaining and talking and just be able to, I don't know, have more fun with the videos. Right now it's very formal and entertainment level of 0. So have a good day now. No real reason to why I'm adding these in, but I guess just for myself and keeping a record.